It is a dark and desperate time for the Reich. One more offensive to see if we can turn the tide and have final victory come for the Reich. Well, that's the premise of the Ardennes Offensive historically, and what this game is. Hi everyone, this is Gamer 1745 with learning Decisive Campaigns, Ardennes Offensive. I say learning because I've poked around in a bit, but I'm still learning the intricacies of this war game, and this is a very classical war game, if you will, very in depth, and we're going to be taking a look at that. But before we do, if you're new here, love for you to hit the subscribe button. Everyone can hit the like button, and I'd love to hear your comments, questions, whatever. Please post below. Right, and of course tell a friend about this video. Right, Ardennes Offensive. I think it's the fourth in the series of Decisive Campaigns. Looks really good. I've been poking around in it. Like I say, we're going to be learning this, so I'm going to pick Ara Court here, one of the smaller scenarios. You do have the big campaigns, Allies, German. So we're going to do Ara Court. And as you can see, this is a pre-release version if you're watching this later, so things will be changing. We'll attempt to load scenario. I like that. Put the language, will attempt. We're not sure if this is going to load the scenario if you click here, but yeah, try it. Okay, right. We can look at this. We're normal difficulty, normal AI speed, fog of war. This uncertainty, if you were to click this, things, units can be particularly, for some reason, good or bad or whatever, or outcomes. So if you want a more like, hey, I don't know, randomness, uncertainty put into it, if you played this enough. We're going to, and at least right now, both of these, at least for this scenario, come as both opponents selected as human, so we're going to turn that to the AI, unless you, of course, want to play both sides. I presume this has a two-person. Maybe not, I don't know. Campaign. Say I'm still learning this. Okay, so September 1942, General Manfentel's, Manfentel, I don't know, pronouncing it right, 5th Panzer Army given orders to stop Patton's 3rd Army advance at any cost. So we're supposed to, this is an idea of the map here, stop his advance. So we're going to keep that in mind. I'm not going to read all of that. I did read it once. Okay. So round one conditioning are conditions type morning mist, temperature above 0, weather predictions, and this is each round. Uncertainty will also potentially change the weather, where this is sort of historically based. Now Axis has 80 victory points occupied on the map, needs 100 for major victory, 80 for minor victory. So theoretically, well, more than theoretically, if we hold what we have here, we will at least achieve a minor victory. Cards received: supply drop, air recon, minor depot, repair bridge, new bridge, truck column, new unit. All right. I don't know if those are predetermined or random for each scenario. Now, to everyone out there, this is and we'll look at this a bit in just a second here, a classical style war game, from the tabletop translated into the computer, and everything we would have wanted a tabletop war game to be. Now, it is a complicated war game compared to a lot of other ones, like Panzer Corps or Order of Battle, are much more simple. They are war games, real war games. This is a more hardcore one. So this may not be for everybody. There's nothing wrong with this not being for everybody. That is fine. So keep that in mind as you are looking at this and thinking about playing it. This will take some time to learn, very likely to learn as in to become good at it. So keep that in mind when you play it. Now, what I'm going to do is, instead of go, hey, we just hold what we have, we'll be going good. We're actually going to push hard on the enemy. So we definitely have command and control areas of operation. We can see here, and we have lines of sight. So, let's take a little more look at it. We can click here for hex, and then click on a hex, and we can see current weather conditions, what the type of terrain. So you can see sort of foresty, open plains, more forests, swamps. Do we have, okay, rivers are just, I guess, a border condition here. So we can see different stuff if you want to inspect the hex, inspect units here. And again, this is not just this square. This actually has this equipment in it, pack 40, and they give a lot of stats and details. You can compare it to other things, other types of equipment. And so you can see a lot of details, and it's down to, they have one of the CAD's motorcycles here, a couple of Panzerschrecks teams. So it's down to the equipment that we can see here. So that's for inspect. Now for move, we can click on this unit here. We can see what it sees. Red, so it doesn't see a whole lot because of that. Right. Here is the HQ, so we don't want to move the HQ up into contact with the enemy. That's an anti-tank unit, and below it is a Panzer Grenadier. So I'm going to left clicking with right click. Yeah. These are This has a couple of 8 rads and 4 rads, the 222. So we're going to move them up to here. See what, okay, they've spotted this unit over here. And we're going to move the mist and fog. I think what we're going to do here now is we have some artillery. So I'm going to right click on this. Now these are other units that can attack. Some infantry guns. But I think we're just going to attack. Now these other units can attack with like mortars and whatnot, but I think it will freeze them in location for this round. So artillery bombardment. So we don't know how effective it was here, but we did bombard that. Okay, well now we're getting, unless we can go to inspect this unit here. Okay, so 22, at least we've identified 22 Stuarts, 12 Sherman, 10 Sherman 76s, some 105 Shermans, 9 of them, and 2 Jumbos. Heavy armored ones, right, okay. So now we've identified that unit. Let's go back to map. 7, not good odds. Okay, back with them. We can bring in some more units with supporting fire. Odds 1 to 4. Have the 88s. Let's move them up to here. We can't move them because we just fired them, but we can move these guys. Down here, we have the HQ, some Panthers, and some Grenadiers, and we see this unit here that it exists. Here we have more infantry and some Jagdpanzer. Well, like I say, we're just going on the offensive here. Not that this is smart, this is just learning the game. Five to 1 odds it's currently thinking, even though we don't have a good idea of what that unit is, so it may be info. Okay, so they held. We retreated, it looks like. We lost 9 tanks. They lost 2 Panzerschrecks, it looks like. So that was not maybe the best option to do. Them. Okay, 2 to 1. Better odds. Okay, so we lost 4 tanks, flak, half track, another half track, and 4 men. They lost a mortar, a squad, 3 half tracks, a bazooka team, and looks like 2 trucks. Okay, and they held. Like I said, I'm not saying this is a good plan of attack here. This is just learning how the game works. Now, we do have, within this game, there is opportunity fire, meaning if the enemy moves on their turn across this open terrain here or whatever, these units will engage them. Now we have some cards up here. So we can do it, grab a new unit, that would be nice. Play the card. I guess play card there. We have supply, repair bridge, which no damage bridge that we can see, I guess. new bridge if we want to get across. Fuel, very good. Air support is canceled, presumably bad weather, and a minor supply depot. So now we have that on the field. So 1605 millimeter howitzers, and looks like some captured. Captured Russian 122 millimeter howitzers as well. 8 of those, and what are these? Oh, more 152 millimeter Russian guns captured. So we have a considerable amount of artillery added to our force up here, which will be useful, I hope. All right. So we can see how this is going. Let's end the turn. Round 2. I'm seeing my stupid attacks, but okay. So now this down here has the HQ and 20 tanks. Here, looks like they've fallen back. Reconnaissance unit. This one. I'll move up to here. Spotting them. We're supposed to try to link up these two forces. Explanation. This, okay, this is like ground level 1. This is ground level 2. You know, up from 1, we can see the line here. Because there is height differences. And this would be 3. And, you know, this is even, one of those, I guess, no, that would be a higher level. Even more of a hill. Just to give you an idea. So, I was hoping to move, I guess maybe that's 2 F of terrain or something. Okay, well, we, I guess move the anti-tank guns up here, give a good in the forest. We could try to do range attack with our packs, but I don't know that we will. Now, instead of moving these guys, we're going to come over these, move them over to here. One reason I don't want to make a huge stack there is bombardment potential. Don't know that we're likely to see, so we will move the Flak 88. So. A airstrike because of weather current weather conditions. Now, if we were to attack here with these guys, Okay, I was wondering if we were going to have any of the artillery in the back. I think that may be too far. Okay, well that's calculating currently at 2-1, so let's attack. Can't obviously do all out or just probe recon at force. All right, well this seems to have done much better for us. We lost, looks like three, sorry, Panzer IVs, no Panthers. They've lost 9, 15, 25, 26, it looks like, different tanks. So they've been hit pretty hard. If I'm reading that right, I may not be. And we see them pushing down into here. Now they've just come up here. That looks like their main sort of supply base, so we haven't really cut supplies to these guys. No, no attack. Those odds. These guys are going to move back here, sort of keep an eye out on pushes through here. And them up and move these guys up as well so that we can get some fire support. I think for the moment they're going to hold there. Thought about maybe just pushing on the enemy a bit, but they've moved back behind this river because of our push. Well, let's let them have their turn. Now, if any of you out there who, especially once you start playing this or you played earlier Decisive Campaign battles, have any really good tips, suggestions, corrections, improvements, please post them below. I'd love for people to be able to learn from my mistakes. Okay, still missed temperature above 0. Axis has 92 victory points occupied on the map. Right. Okay. So they're pushing down here. I think they're just going to continue to sort of be dug in. Yeah, let's attack here. Give them some pressure. It looks like we did moderately well. That is good. Okay, they moved up to here. Now, that's a much more major river than this stream here, though. This looks like the bridge is out. Okay, well, we've got a lot of supporting units in the back here. I want to, okay, it's the 1559 unit here, it looks like. Right, I wanted to see if we can get those there as part of, oh, well, no, actually, yes, cancel. Let's just do some straight up artillery bombardment of that. Okay, so we have messed them up fairly heavily. Now, another thing I wanted to show off here is if we're looking at these units here, yeah, officer details. So we have these different command. Now, it's just this guy. It's for the 11th Panzer Division. This corps, I'm not even L. What's that? I was going to say it wasn't the 58th Corps, I guess. Um, type of thing get the various bonuses. So there's a lot of detail to this here. How this is all working now. That's reconnaissance unit. There it is. Well, there's at least 2 units there. We don't know how bad or how badly affected they look by that. I think we have to come across the bridge. Okay. They panic, they retreat. Basically, that armor unit just was very heavily hit. Obviously, we've taken a bit of losses, but we've come through it pretty well. Not use them. That's good enough. We don't need to. It's really good to hit them with a big sledgehammer, but that leaves that unit there. Okay, cancel. Hmm. What I want to see again, okay, the 111th. That no, It's probably enough, but well, hoping they capitulate. And we can cross the river. I know there's a lot of forces there, but I want to keep moving my unit up and not have to think these guys haven't attacked yet. I want to keep them sort of moving up in the field of operations. That's the HQ. I think we're just going to hold here. But what we can do is punish them with some artillery. Now that we're pushing here, no longer in danger of them coming down this road, so we're going to move these guys up. Here. $300 infantry coming out and pushing on those tank destroyers. If we were to pay that, changes the odds to more in our favor. We did took a bit of losses, but all right. So now this unit is getting at least a little more isolated. Might as well get them up. I don't know if there's exhaustion. Okay, let's take a look at supply. Okay, I'm guessing green is good supply levels. They're holding there. They're holding. Well, okay, let's go back to movement here. We're going to move these guys down this way. Keep them if they try to push around north here. I don't. Okay, we have no new units here currently. Not that we're necessarily going to get more cards. Placements from the rear area. I think we're good. I think. Right, let's give the AI their turn. I think some of those are opportunity fire, maybe. Well, that's probably bombardment of us there. Round 4. Okay, and yes, 1 round every day is a night turn. I think this is maybe the place for a night attack. Yeah, let's overdo it for a night attack. Held. Now we can bring in some artillery fire, can we? Well, they don't look like they're doing good at the moment. Now, we're going to move up. Oh, you can't. Now let's pair bridge. Play card. There. Okay, press any key. There we go. So cards closed. So now we can move up these forces here for the dawn. Oh, looks good enough to capitulate. Very good. Move the reconnaissance force to there. These guys to here. Move these guys up. Yeah, let's move these up. Keep the HQs in contact. Trying to break out, it looks like. Okay, so we have 104 plus 2 extras. Now, they're very likely going to be a big rush of additional allied forces trying to break through. So we may have wasted, or I mean, this may not be the best option here, pushing like we have. Let's use these guys here. Really good condition now. Okay, cancel. What unit is this? Okay, the 21st, 13th, or infantry unit thereof. Yeah, we can do some fire. Oh, no, okay. Let's be smart. Gamer's going to try to be smart here. Mini artillery down here. Start in position here. That's better odds. They held. Sort of saving my artillery a bit more for some of these pushes in here. Damage, okay. Right? Okay. Now, that bridge is blown, but I don't know if I really care. Let's attack here. No, I don't know. Oh, well, I did a little bit of damage. These light guns against tanks, I didn't expect a whole lot, but I thought, yeah, maybe we should. I think you're going to move up here to get right across. Really can't get across. All right, well, I think this will be the end of this episode. If you want to see more of this, please, of course, subscribe to the channel, comment. If there's enough views, I'd love to play the sort of grand campaign, see how we could do with that. So I want to thank you all for getting this far into it. Tell me what you think of this. See you next time for more, yes, even more historical gaming.